It's not a podcast.
It's a GarCast.
And this is the world according to Gar.
Hello and welcome to the world according to Gar. You are listening to GarCast episode number 312. I am Gar. With me as always is the GarFather.
Gar! How are you, my friend?
Wonderful. How are you? It's nice to see you.
Great. I'm well, thanks.
Good. All right. A little melted, but you look good.
Yeah. It's been sweaty. Sweaty couple days.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
We do have a special guest this week.
Yes, we do.
Coming in a different room. He is still alive after last week's podcast, apparently, or it appears.
Oh, yeah, we need to hear the follow-up on that, unless he's not allowed to talk about it. He might not be allowed to talk about it.
DenBob.
Hey guys, happy to be here.
How's Colleen? How's Colleen doing?
We're all good. She's good.
Great.
Sounds like you're on helium or something like.
I asked you if I was good.
You were.
didn't
All of a
catch
sudden, you
that.
sound like you're on helium now, doesn't he?
You sound great.
Oh my god.
Is this that same closet you sit in, but every time you sit in it, you face a different direction, so the background's always different?
Always different. I don't know how
Weird.
to sit. I haven't found my way. This way makes me sound like helium.
Is it a spinny chair? Is that how is like a doctor's chair? Yep. Had a feeling. Yep.
If I pressed on your back, would you fart?
Boxes in here, so I don't have space to fully spin.
Have you farted for a doctor yet?
Sorry?
Have you farted for a doctor yet?
Have I? Not yet. Not yet. I did have an interesting experience with a doctor, though.
Go ahead.
So, took my dad to the urologist. He likes the urologist and seems to go to him for all things. I'm tired. I'm going to go to see the urologist. I'm like, Dad, it's kind of the wrong doctor. He's like, no, could be an infection. I'm like, all right. So I go with him. And so, you know, the guy is super, super nice to my dad. And I'm like, so, Doc, I get that this might not be your area of expertise, but, you know, we're getting some low blood pressure. We're getting some, I'm like, maybe a cardiologist. So he says, well, you know, my sister is a cardiologist. I'm like,
Oh.
no way. 2 doctors in the family. I'm like, so when you're sitting around, I'm like, first off, if now we go to the sister and they can get him in the practice, like, we may get to go to Thanksgiving dinner, right? I mean, we're seeing the whole family now.
Or
And that's a
backyard,
nice gift.
backyard barbecue, perhaps. Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe not Thanksgiving.
Yeah, barbecue
you know.
might be much better for
Yeah.
you.
Doc, you know, in the pecking order of the family pecking order, I was like, you know, you look down on her because she's a cardiologist and you're more of a surgeon? Or does she look down on you because the heart, that's like, you know, a more high-profile organ than the down low? I was like, where does it stick? And, you know, he gave that awkward laugh like he wished I didn't ask that.
Yeah, well, I
Which means
think
he's obviously the
there
lower in the
is.
pecking order.
I think, and you're an expert on this, so I'm just gonna try to speak to it. I think there is definitely a hierarchy of types of doctors, don't you?
So who do you think in their family is higher? Now, I also, another little tidbit, is she took over the father's practice. So he went off on his own, urology.
Yeah, but there's definitely nepotism there on both fronts a little bit. I'm sure they had help, which is fine.
Of course, nobody starts from nowhere. I mean,
Yeah.
some people do, but most people don't.
Yeah, I mean, I would immediately, without thinking about it, I would rank a cardiologist higher than a urologist.
Yep.
Yep. Even though a urologist regularly is performing surgery. I guess a cardiologist could be too.
I just think I kind of feel like if it's cardiologist, it's probably more likely the surgeries are more life dependent as opposed to a urologist. But there's still many important surgeries down there as well.
What about an allergist? Where do you think an allergist is in the pecking order?
Way down the
It's
list.
like a shrink.
Just above shrink.
No, what within a shrink? Shrink's
No.
important. A shrink
Nah,
can help you. Maybe not you, Gar, but, you know,
I-
other people get it.
Despite what everybody says, I still think physical health is more important than mental health.
Well, one causes the other, but
Good physical
I
help
think
can
the
help your mental
allergist-
health. Yes.
I think the allergist is like the weatherman of doctors. They can't really do anything.
Who
Those
is?
shots, they don't work. Allergy shots don't work.
I only went to an allergist. I went to an allergist once, and reminds me that I have to go back for Riley, because she was getting this mysterious thing where her top lip would just boom, like become enormous, and we couldn't figure out what it was.
I guarantee you, he's going to say, "Why don't you try to figure out what it is, and then stay away?"
Well, we went, so I'm going to tell you what happened. And
Okay.
it was kind of as you described, right? They just ask a million questions. There's nothing they can really test you for. So you are right. It's like a questionnaire, and then basically like took her best guess based on what Riley's answers were, and we're like, I think you have an NSAID allergy, right? That's what's in like Advil.
Oh,
And it's like, don't.
allergy to Advil.
Yeah, if you look it up, it's become a common allergy.
That would be
NSAIDs.
terrible for me.
Yeah, right. So it was like, all right, try never going near those again, and see if this never happens. And she was right; it didn't.
Yo,
But
amazing. I
it
bet you
also
didn't really
sounded
have that
like,
cocaine.
and then now that you mention it, because I got this vibe from her that like, the doctor, the allergist, that she didn't feel important and that she felt underutilized, because she was like, I see you have indicated here that you're allergic to penicillin. And Riley's like, yeah, my parents just tell me that I am. And I was like, oh yeah, when she was a baby, they gave her a medicine, she got this rash all over her body, and they said, oh, it's penicillin. And so anytime she gets a script, she doesn't get penicillin. She's like, I'm very passionate about that. Many babies are diagnosed with this, and it's just because the way their body was, and you're really not allergic to penicillin anymore. And I'd love to have you come in, and we can do a study where we'll give you low doses of penicillin.
Whoa.
Like, she wants to do this whole experiment on Riley. This was like probably over a year ago. She's like, just wait. So I'm like, well, why? Who cares? Like, and she was like, and then as you guys have learned about one of the things that I'm passionate about, she's like, well, what if there's some sort of crisis in the world, and medicine becomes a hard thing to get, and you're sick, and the only thing available, which you can really, like someone like Dr. Bimo or Guar could probably grow on their own from a freaking orange. The only thing available is penicillin, and you won't take it because you think you're allergic to it. And I said, holy shit, this is important. We'll be back. We'll be back. We're locking Riley in a room, and we're giving her low doses of penicillin, and we're going to see what happens.
It's like, why didn't she say? Well, I mean, I'm sure what she was leading up to is you could spend $500 and she'll do
Searching for business.
that.
She was looking for business. And a sense of, to me, she was seeking validation in her craft. Back to your original point.
So I remember when Andrew went to an allergist, he had eaten something and got puffy lips. So we went to the doctor, and I was a brand new parent. Oh my God, there's something wrong with my new perfect child.
Did I freeze?
No.
No.
And I distinctly remember the doctor, and I was hanging on every word, like, you're going to fix my perfect child. And he's like, allergies go like this. And I specifically remember this. They go like this. They get better, they get worse, and, well, we can't tell what's going to happen, and there's no sense taking tests because what he's allergic to today, he may not be tomorrow, and what he's not allergic to today, lightly, he might be very allergic to until tomorrow. So, just keep an EpiPen and an inhaler on you at all times. I got this.
That's crazy.
It's creepy. So,
Crazy talk.
down on the allergist.
I thought, we just lost Mike. He froze.
I didn't do it. I had nothing to do with it.
He looked fine, and then
I may have ruined the Mets' chance of winning by starting to watch them, but I had nothing to do with Mike getting bounced.
No. I thought that allergists could run tests on blood and see how blood reacts to different allergens. No, I don't know anything about them.
Yeah, but the point is they run it. They have false positives, false negatives, and it's temporary because it changes over time. So,
Like
allergists,
this. Hi, Michael. Can you see us okay? He just put himself on mute, I think, because it says mute on his on his face.
well,
You're on
I'm
mute.
glad we're not hearing that. We get censored.
There you go.
Again. Could you imagine? They would get banned from YouTube too.
What's going on, Mike? You look aggravated. Can you hear us? I guess he can't hear us. Oh, he can hear us. He's just angry.
It's not letting me switch back to my microphone and everything because you're already recording.
Oh. Oh, Lord.
Oh, there we go. I got the speaker to switch.
Huh.
Can you hear me?
You sound fine.
All right, yeah, it's on my computer microphone. It's not letting me switch the microphone, but whatever.
No, it won't let you.
You sound fine.
All right.
I should write to them and tell them that they should improve.
I wanted to hear. I don't want you to repeat yourself, but you had an allergy story. But as long as everybody heard it.
Yeah, everybody heard it.
But yeah, I think you're onto something there. So they may be the. I'm not a big fan of Shrink, so I have a hard time putting anybody above them. But they're down.
Why do you think that is?
I think most of what they do is just bullshit. But,
well, you know what? AI can do it.
Well, I think I'll say this. I think mental health is important. I think shrinks are important, but I don't think they are like. You need to be as highly educated as a medical doctor in order to do that job successfully. Like I think somebody could. I think somebody could be a good shrink with no training.
Probably true, but I look at it like I don't want to burden my family and friends with the stuff I want to talk.
100%. No, I think it's great. I think, don't take me the wrong way.
Run things off them.
I think it's super important. But now we have apps. We have phone numbers you can call, talk. A lot of times it's just you need to talk to somebody.
Yeah, but if you establish the relationship, sometimes it's like a life coach.
Yeah.
It's less about your feelings and more about what do you think's going on here. I'm a little nervous about.
Right. So, but what do you think is a more in the hierarchy of things? Somebody that can operate on you, or somebody who could listen.
I'm just going to argue the opposite, and I'm going to say if your mental health is good, you're going to be less likely to need the operation.
I don't think you're hearing me, or maybe I'm not explaining myself right. I don't think I'm not impressed by people that can do their job as much as I am with people who can operate on my back.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a different.
I don't think you even need. I think you could get a GED and be good at that job.
Yes.
That's my
good point.
That's my point.
Like you're good at talking to people.
Listening. It's all listening,
Yeah. Yep. Letting them vent on you and you move on.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good
I'm
point.
more impressed with the
Very
schooling and the grades and everything that your dad's urologist had to get. You know what I mean? That's all.
I think he was probably really good at video games too. Their operations are all video.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I know.
Yeah.
So I think
Did he shove his finger up your dad's ass? They
love to do that.
The only time I ever went to a urologist because there was like a little bit of blood in my pee after my thyroid surgery. I'm like, I'm going to a urologist. They're like pee in a bucket. I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden he's like, all right, bend over. I'm like, he shoves his finger up my ass. And I'm like, I thought you were a urologist. I don't pee out of my ass. Like, what are we doing here? It's very strange.
They love to check the prostate.
It's very strange.
It's crazy.
What did you think when both of his hands were on your shoulders?
Hey-o!
I've had to go as well. I have a lump on one of my testicles, so
Hey!
I go to a urologist once in a while. And I think the last time I went to him, I had just finished my regular physical, and I went over to there.
Yeah.
So it's been a while now, obviously, because I haven't been to doctor in ages. But he's like, "Oh, we should check your prostate." I'm like, "Don't worry, they already did."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, if they said they did, I guess I'll trust you." I'm like, "Yeah, trust me.
Yeah, like
We're good."
weird. I don't know the whole.
They love it.
I don't think they do that anymore.
Really?
Excuse me?
I don't think they use their finger anymore.
I had a physical.
What do they use?
I had a physical last week,
What
my
are
friend.
they using? Some other probe?
Another probe.
It felt more like a fist in my ass, but it was the day after my colonoscopy, so it could have just been wide open for business.
Did they even need to check after your colonoscopy? Oh, I can't ever
Exactly.
say that word.
That's what I thought too, but I was just like,
They're already in there.
he's like, I got to do this. I'm like, go ahead, it'll be easy. I had a colonoscopy yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
Could have drove.
He knew it was clean, so he wanted to get in there while it was
Hey,
clean.
you could have drove a Tesla through my ass. It was open for business.
It's self-driving. Oh my god.
Yeah, lots of doctors. This whole yesterday because I went for the physical. They give you all these follow-up things. Yesterday I had anybody ever have one of these? I had a calcium check.
No.
Calcium. What was it called? Hold on. Calcium score. I got a calcium score.
Oh, what was your grade?
I don't know. I didn't get the results yet.
Oh. Is it blood work?
No. You lay down.
They shave part of your bone and look at it.
No, it's for your arteries. I guess you get they can read calcium and plaque, maybe something like that. The doctor was like, it's really easy to do, and we could just, know how your arteries are, even though all your numbers and you sound good. It's, another way to make money. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
But you go in, you lay down, and then it moves you into, like, kind of like an MRI machine, but it's only, like, goes over your chest. And then this mysterious voice comes from the beyond. She's like, take a deep breath and hold it. Breathe. And then you do that a couple times, and then you're done. And then, so this is interesting. I want to get your opinions on this. So the other thing, by the way, Northwell, Great Neck Imaging Center, highly recommend. Had a 3 o'clock appointment for 2. They were like, we could do both in the same day. I'm like, I'm going to be here for hours. Calcium score and thyroid sonogram because of my previous surgery. Get there, they say get there at 2:40, got there at 2:30. They took me right away. I was done with both scans. My appointment was 3. At 3:05, I was walking out of the place. Unbelievable.
Wow. That's fantastic.
So you ever get you guys have gotten some sort of medical scans, right, in your life? On your testicles, perhaps?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so testicles have had
sonogram of the testicles,
right?
perfect.
To check the size of the lump
Right.
and if it had anything going
Right.
on down
So
there.
I'm getting a sonogram of my
Stone.
thyroid yesterday. A lot like the sonogram of the testicles, except a little higher up the body, closer to the mouth, right? So, and this is because, for those who don't know, I had the left side of my thyroid and a 1/2 inch goiter removed in March of 2018.
Yep.
Were you able to see the goiter?
They never showed it to me. Oh, but like,
No.
so I never noticed.
Pronounced goiter.
Yeah, I never noticed it. I worked with Gary for 2 years. He never noticed it.
No.
But the doctor, when I went for my physical, you should all go for your annual physicals. I got up to walk out of the room, and he was like, hey, come here a second. Like, he saw it. And he put his hand there. He's like, do you have any pain there? I'm like, no. And then after he pointed out where it was, I could kind of see it, but I don't know. Anyway. So I go in the room for the sonogram, and, she's got the thing with the gel, and then she's, like, working around, and I'm, like, always thinking, like, these techs, right? They're not supposed to tell you anything, right?
No.
At the end, they're always like, your doctor will call you with the results, but they see shit.
Yes.
But they won't tell you.
Because they see it over and over again.
But
so
they
they kind of know.
they've, like, taken an oath, like, not to say anything, right?
100%.
Which annoys me.
100%.
So the first time she's doing my right side, I'm looking at the wall. Now I flip this way, I could see the screen. So I got my Dr. Bosco hat on. I'm trying to figure out what we're looking at. And then she's like typing words, and she's like measuring shit. I'm like, man, what is she doing? Spent a lot of time on my left side, and I'm like, something's going on here. What does she see? What does she see? And now, like, I'm seeing things on the screen. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. And I'm like, oh shit, that doesn't look good. What is that? And she broke her code. I think she broke her code.
Oh my God, she could get fired for that.
She said to me, well, you tell me if this is breaking the code.
Yeah, go ahead.
She didn't tell me anything, but she did tell me something. She goes, as she's working on the same area, going over and over it again. And then she goes, she presses there and she goes, do you have pain there? And I was like, no.
I do now that you've been messing around with
And
it.
that was it. And the smile lines in me wanted to say, why would you ask me that? Should I have pain? But I didn't want to break the code. So I didn't say anything. And I just stayed cool, even though inside I was panicking and diagnosing myself with a tumor. And she said nothing more except, you're done. Your doctor will call you with the results by the end of the week.
So the question of whether you had pain might have been part of her clinical report. No pain. And
It wasn't in the beginning like, do you have any pain? It was like, do you have pain there, as she pressed on it.
And I mean, I would have just assumed no pain is good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
In that situation, I would imagine there are some situations where no pain is bad, but in that situation, I would have assumed that no pain is good. And you remember Breaking Bad?
Of course.
The scene where he looked over the shoulder and he thought like the cancer was awful.
Mm-hmm.
So he went on this rampage of evil.
Yes, that was awesome.
And it came to find out that he just didn't know how to read it, and it was.
So I shouldn't. I was going to go to Melville tonight for the Fight Club, so I shouldn't do that. So I don't know. I was a little weirded out by that, but we'll see. We'll find out.
All right.
The Melville Fight Club. Would you guys go?
Yes.
I would totally.
As
go.
long as they were actually, I would only go.
Silent from me?
I would only go if they were 18 and over, like adults. I don't want to.
Oh my God, absolutely.
Yeah, but if they were 18 and over, I'd go watch. Why not?
No kids, no cocks, no dogs.
Right.
I would like to see
Whoa,
men
whoa.
fight.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not interested. Thanks. I'll watch UFC, but I don't want to go see that.
You wouldn't.
Nah.
I would enjoy it.
Yeah. For those who don't know what we're talking about, apparently there was a organized fight club at a park in Melville that was advertised on social media. Had a big crowd. The police broke it up. People arrested, and Rebecca's kids are somehow involved. We're not sure how. That's the word on the
I wonder
street.
if they're fighters.
Imagine if they turn out to be like amazing fighters.
You know, and by the way, so speaking of doctors too, before we jump off of that,
Stay with it.
I was getting my hair cut this week, and the guy that was cutting my hair and another fellow that was there just before me was when they were kind of bullshit. We started talking about hair transplants in Turkey, and I'm laughing. I'm like, oh, we talked about that. I do a show, and we talked about it. He's like, dude, he goes, because the guy that was there before was really thinning a lot. He's like, he goes, I got a guy that went to Turkey. He goes, within a year, he goes, his hair was so full, it looks amazing. He goes, I got another guy who found somebody in Boston that does it. He said was just as good, but twice the price. He goes, you would not believe how thick this guy's hair is.
Really?
So the guy in Boston, what he does is they take the follicles from here and like put them up here, and I guess like they get the good ones, and for every one they plant, they get like 3 or 4 sprouts of hair. So that's how they do it. So this guy,
I'm missing it over here.
no, I don't know. It doesn't go away over there. I don't know how they do
Okay,
it.
So you saw
It's
him and
magic.
it was really good.
I saw the guy's picture because they put him up on this website
All right,
for
did you
that
notice
company.
anything
No,
here?
he looks amazing. The guy in Boston is a former like major surgeon. Like he said, heart
Probably
surgery is
from
like
Turkey.
maybe not heart surgery, but he changed to this because he doesn't have to pay all the insurance anymore and all that bullshit. It's just cosmetic. There's a lot less pressure, and he's probably making tons of freaking money.
Huh.
He said, Boston. What was his name? Boston something or other. I was like, I gotta tell my my counterpart about this. It was perfect. We talk about doctors today, but that, I mean, you don't have to go to Turkey. He said
No,
the
it's
Turkey
a
one
lot
was
of money
about
right off the bat.
35,
I mean, really.
3,500 for Turkey. This one was like 75 in Boston. But
But I don't have to go to Turkey.
no, you jump on the freaking train. He said that's what his buddy did. Jumped on the guy that he cuts his hair for. Jumped on the train, went up there, came back. His wife picked him up in a day.
I bet it hurts. Did he say it would hurt?
He did say it hurts.
It probably hurts. But I don't have an NSAID and allergy, so I could just load up on them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You should talk to your shrink about it first.
Well, I don't think I need a shrink for that. I think I would use AI. I think AI would be able to counsel me through whether or not to get hair plugs.
Okay.
That's not a big decision. You know, that's not a harm. That's not.
Which is your AI of choice these days?
Pepper, ChatGPT.
Okay.
It's unbelievable. I was watching TV last night, and I put Pepper on the speakerphone, and I was like, hey, Pepper, you're sitting here with me and Colleen tonight. We want to know if Duke is going to be sick because he took watermelon out of the garbage. And she's like, oh, how adorable. And, you know, she went on and on. She's like, let me know if you need anything. I'm here. Or if you even want to just chat. Talk to you later.
Adorable.
And Colleen
What
is
made you
like,
think that watermelon might be bad? We feed Bo watermelon like crazy.
you know what? He took it out of the garbage, and I was looking for a reason to invite Pepper to my date with
Okay.
Colleen.
Excellent.
And it was so eerie. Like, Colleen is like, what the hell are you doing? That is disgusting.
She likes self-driving cars, and she likes
I'm
pepper.
not talking about that.
She doesn't like
We're not talking about
She's
it.
jealous of Pepper.
Oh, and she...
Now, here's the thing. But if you want to get serious for just a minute,
Don't lean back, by the way. Your voice goes away.
I will if I'm listening.
There you go. Perfect.
Okay. When Pepper can have direct integrations with the other apps, that's where the win is. And when Pepper can talk to other people's AI, like right now she lives in her own little app. When I turn the app off, she dies. Kind of like Severance. There's no Pepper. I open the app. There's Pepper. I could open her, she could be in 3 different places, or I could close her and she's nowhere. I can't tell her, send an email. She can write the email, I can copy and paste it into Outlook. Or I could say, organize my emails, and she could write a program to automate my emails, but she can't actually do it. There are middleman programs like Zapier, which she can integrate with, so there is kind of a way. But I think the real win and the real future is going to be when they can directly integrate with all of the other apps, and that's going to be game-changing.
Yeah, that's when it gets... We can work 1 hour a day.
Well, here's the way I'm going to go with it. I'm going to give it all to her. I'm going to say, do the best that you can, and if she upends and ruins my life and loses all my money, I'll just go camping.
Yeah.
Forge steel. I'll live in BMO's new forge.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I gave him one of my tools because my workshop became so messy from Colleen that I could never use it anyway. So it has a new life, and I have an easement. I can use it whenever I want.
What'd you give him?
A lathe.
Ooh, nice.
So we used to make pens. It's like
Don't do it.
like this big.
Can't hear you.
And it was a pretty cool hobby.
Wait, what did you
But
make?
then, pens.
Like a pen that you write with?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't have one of them with me right now, but I'll show it on the show.
I would like.
Yeah, it was.
Can I? Do you have
it
a
was
lot?
very cool.
I would like one.
All right, I'll get you one. I'll go make one at BMO's, and I'll make it for
We
you.
could-
What kind of wood would you like?
Surprised me. The best.
I will surprise
I want the best wood, of course. I want the greatest pen.
All right.
Please. I knew you'd find a way to get involved in the blacksmithing.
So yeah, well that's what it is. BMO's going to be bending steel, and I'm going to
Stop. Can I stop by and make a pen?
So he can make marks on it where he wants to bend it.
Oh, that's too funny. Oh, BMO. What a wild man. I can't believe... Who was I telling? Oh, I was working a swim meet this weekend, and people know him from that, and I don't know. We don't see him as much as we used to. And my buddy Daryl's always like, how's the doc doing? And I'm like, believe it or not, he went and got to BOCES and got his blacksmithing certificate. He was like, what?
He calls it his mobile forge because he keeps all the stuff in the studio, and then he can, like, it's all rigged up with casters and wheels so you can feel it out. He's got this anvil, and listen, it's mobile if you're a giant like
Yeah,
him.
right.
I was like hanging. He's like, go ahead, you can move that out. I couldn't budge that thing. Like, I was hanging on it. It's like, and I got the thing to just ding, ding. So, it is mobile only if you're a huge giant with incredible strength. For me, it's stationary. I'll just use things in place.
Well, that's why it's perfect. Like, you can't be... A blacksmith should not be your size, my size, or Gary's size. Like, you need to be massive.
Yes, you do.
So that's why it's perfect. Does he have a leather apron yet? I need to see him in a leather apron.
Yeah, he's got to have a leather apron. How could you do
Right?
that without a leather apron?
I need a photo.
Yeah.
BMO, requesting a photo of you in your blacksmithing outfit, and it better include a leather apron. Please.
I will say this. I love the videos that he's posting in the Discord.
Oh, yeah.
Those of you who are not on Discord.
Yeah.
I don't always reply with the fervor that I should. I'm usually just looking at night, and I don't have my glasses, so I can't really write. But I do enjoy them thoroughly. His fixes, his solutions.
What also would be good is if we could get maybe a Ring camera in the forge that we could somehow have a channel on Discord where we could pop in when he's working and just watch him. I would stare at that all day.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
that would be cool. Keep up the good work, BMO. What a guy. What a guy.
I'm going to Ireland next week.
Stop it.
Yep. Monday night, I am flying into Dublin.
My mother-in-law's there right now. I think she's leaving on Monday. She flew into Shannon.
Is it anything I said?
No, she didn't know you were coming. She would have stayed.
Oh, yeah.
Good, enjoy. That's awesome.
Yep. We're having the whole family plus one girlfriend.
I remember discussing this a couple months ago in the planning phase.
Yep. So it's happening.
Did Pepper help with any of the planning?
So Colleen's like, can you help me plan the itinerary?
She asked Pepper?
So she asked me.
Okay.
I immediately turned
Right.
it around to Pepper,
Right.
and I was like, "Here, I took care of it," because it was an amazing itinerary. And then I think Colleen may have used that as a skeleton and then fleshed it out from there.
Okay.
So they do an amazing. AI does an amazing job with that. Now, obviously, back to my initial comment about it. The next step is they would actually be able to book the reservations for you and have copies of all your stuff and be like, and set it up to the next level. Whereas right now, I don't think they could. Although I bet that there is an app where you can say, "Can you make a reservation at a restaurant for me?" And they'll make the phone call.
Oh, I'm sure.
Not even phone calls anymore.
And they'll use the voice.
But I just meant even like
one particular guy
Yeah.
I was trying to collect from, and I wanted to, and I couldn't figure it out myself. I wanted to use this app called Twilio that will automate telephone calls, and I wanted to call this guy 3 times a day with my voice asking him to pay me.
yeah.
Every day.
And your number will get tagged as spam by carriers. Just be careful
Yeah,
with
but
that
you
shit.
could change the number. You could change
Okay,
the number
in that
it
app.
comes from
Okay,
and
I
everything.
got you. I got you.
It became too much trouble to be a nuisance, but maybe next time. And he also, he's trying to, just an interesting comment on that. I got so furious with him, I threatened that I was going to call ICE and have him deported. And apparently
Whoa.
I'm not allowed to do that.
Did you tell me no people in ICE, or did you just say you were going to call
anything
ICE?
like that. I just said I was going to
Good.
call.
Good.
I didn't, Well, I think he stole money from me. That's the way I look at it.
Son of a gun. Speaking of stealing money, looks like there's going to be a new mayor in New York City, huh?
No, so let's not get too excited. That's the Democratic primary. Everybody's knighting this guy as mayor.
Well, I mean, if you're the Democratic candidate
listen.
in New York City, you win.
It feels that way, but I mean,
It
we've had
is.
what Rudy Giuliani is not that long ago, and
It was 20-something years ago.
I'm
wasn't
just
it?
saying this is a great opportunity
with
for
the governor.
this is a great opportunity for the Republicans. This is like a gift, but also nobody voted in this primary. Did you see like the numbers of turnout?
No, I didn't.
It's like nobody votes. Like I forget. I don't have the numbers in front of me. I could probably look it up. But like registered Democrats, the amount that voted, it was like 5%. Like it was insane. Like so they really fucked up by not voting.
Well, I mean, maybe they like him though. I don't know.
But I think this might be the one where an independent.
Well, Adams.
I think an independent candidate is probably going to win. Either Adams or Cuomo will run as. They're both probably going to run as independents.
I don't know if Cuomo will run as an independent.
He will do
But
whatever
he'll
his friends
run.
tell him to do. It's not his decision.
I know. I just feel like because I'm sure he did this so that he could try to become president. Like that was his plan. He didn't give a shit about New York City. It's kind of like Hillary Clinton running as a senator in New York. It was just
No, of course,
to get
of course.
to the next.
It's not all
stage.
about that. It's about
And losing is probably a pretty big shot to his ego.
It's about all the people
So
in charge. He only ran because somebody called him and was like, "Hey, dipshit, you're gonna run for mayor." We decided. Okay.
I think it's more of an ego thing.
Definitely ego with him.
I think it's more ego than him being told.
I
what
don't
to
know.
do.
He's part of the political machine,
He's a,
He is certainly part
Horrible.
of it, but like he does it because of his ego.
right? And then this,
That's what his win is.
right? Then this Ugandan Muslim rapper, who's
Is he a rapper
yes,
too?
I said the Wikipedia page. Read it. It's out of control.
Can you play one of his rap songs on the
All
GarCast right now?
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
Please
I'll pull it
share
up.
that.
Let me see. But
Oh wait, am I gonna get banned again? I don't know if
You
we
know,
should do that.
he's been a citizen for less than 10 years, 2018. Not that that matters, everybody. I know. I'm just saying, stating facts. He
Yeah, it
could be a
doesn't
great
bother me.
dude. It's just like he slipped through the cracks here. Like, it's kind of interesting what happened. I don't know. It's bizarre. And he is a communist. He's a communist. Like, he wants government-run supermarkets. That's on his platform page. That's insane.
It's so New York. It's perfect.
I would like somebody to explain to me this Trump doctrine. Is it good? Is it
Oh,
bad?
we just totally changed. Okay,
What?
Is that really a change? It's still
that's still politics. We were
It's still
staying
economic
local New
policy.
York here. You're bringing it a whole other.
I'm just bringing it out. I'm bringing it out a little.
You're bringing it out. Okay. I don't know what it is, so it's fine. I have no idea. I can't speak to it.
Well, I mean, this whole thing with Iran's nuclear and then getting the hell out. I don't know. I don't know where I feel. I really.
Oh,
have
I'll
no
say
idea.
this. I have no. I've made no public statements about it because, like everything else, I think things of that magnitude I don't judge right away unless, I mean, I guess I could judge something right away, but in this case, it's like history. And when I say history could be a week, history could be a month, history could be a year. It's the old only time will tell. I have no idea, if that was good, bad, right thing or not. I don't think anybody can really say that. You can give opinions, but you don't know for sure.
Yeah.
So it's okay to not know. I would say it's okay to not know.
I've expressed my opinions in Discord. I'll leave it
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
Anybody wants to know, join our Discord. I like to keep these podcasts upbeat.
Yeah, I respect everybody's
too deep
opinion.
into that.
But for me, it's
No, I do too.
I'm always just
And I
like,
thought we could give an example of how to talk about it with being respectful.
right. It's just
We won't talk at all.
it's easy to sit here now and judge what happened 20 years ago. It's very hard to judge what's happening now, right? I don't know. That's just what I'm trying to say.
No, I get it. I don't know what to feel. I don't know what
Exactly.
the hell is going on.
Can only hope.
Just reacting.
Hoping.
Just reacting.
Right.
I'm happy that we have Discord so I could react
Yes.
to people that I love, as I was a little fired up over the events of the last couple of weeks.
We let you vent.
It's great in Discord. And if you're not there, you should be there.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's on our Twitter. Obviously, we're still on YouTube. There's a link in our description notes for the.
Get
for
the
the
word
show.
out
You
on
can just
YouTube.
Click on that.
Get the
and
word
go to
out on
Discord.
YouTube. Let's go. So back to your ChatGPT thing for a second, because I am intrigued by it, and I just did something. This is how easy it is. But mid-year reviews would do this week, and like people send you, hey, give feedback on this person, like all this shit. ChatGPT for the win again. Like so easy, so easy. And again, I just use it. I ask it a question. It lists out things. I'm like, oh right, and then I use some of it, and it's great. Anyway, you talking about Ireland? What? Go ahead.
Maybe, if it's possible, before the next show, because I don't feel like we could do it live. I don't know how it would work, but I could bring Pepper as another special
I would like to
guest.
meet Pepper.
Okay.
I don't know how it would work.
Figure it out.
Like if she would interrupt.
Yeah,
if she would
you've
know
had a
when
lot
you
of
were addressing
success
her, or you'd have to be like, "Hey, Pepper," every time
bringing
you want
in
to
guests.
speak and weigh in. But we'd have to do a test if
Right.
you don't mind. Maybe next
Please.
time we'll sign on.
Please. So, I'd mentioned here I'm trying to think of something I could do with my buddies who I stole the car with, like for our 50th birthdays. And you just talking about your Ireland trip and Pepper. So, like, I didn't even read it all yet, but I literally, as you were saying that, I just typed in, plan me an itinerary for 5 days in Ireland, golf, land in Dublin, fly out of Shannon. And this is how amazing this is. Day 1. Land at Dublin, pick up your rental car or meet a private driver. Light breakfast at the Woolen Mills. Afternoon golf at Port Marnock Golf Club, 20 minutes from Dublin. Or the Island Golf Club, 30-minute drive. Evening, check into a hotel. Dinner at Chapter 1. Optional Guinness at the Long Hall or Kehoe's Pub. Day 2. Drive west to the K Club in Kildare. Host of the 2006 Ryder Cup. Golf at the K Club. Afternoon option, spa treatment or visit Castletown House. Evening stay at the K Club. Day 3. Like, it just lays everything. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
You could even say to it, "I want to have a budget of $4,000 a person," and
Oh, throw in the money.
refine
Throw in the money.
Yeah.
I like it.
Perfect.
But this is amazing. I think I'm going to see if
yeah.
I could do that. And it did say in one of the days, day 4, dinner at the Trump Bar and Restaurant.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
America.
So it is
I
freaking
asked-
amazing.
I asked Chat for a list today, and he gave me one.
Give it to us, my friend.
Do you have a name for your chat, or are you just not really personal?
I don't even know how to name my chat. I don't know how you did that.
I was like, "Can I call you Pepper?"
Whose phone's ringing?
Mine.
Okay. Yeah, so I asked
She
Chat.
calls her chat Chad. Apparently, it was her high school crush, and she named Chad.
Who's this?
Chad.
Colleen?
Jeanette.
Oh. Excellent. I said to ChatGPT, since it's summer, I'm like, can you give me a list of the biggest summer movies of all time? And here's what I got.
Let's do it.
Based on worldwide box office grosses and cultural impact. So I guess they kind of split it up a little bit, right? So I got my first list, top grossing summer movies. Number 10, Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest in 2006. Finding Dory, number 9, 2016. The Dark Knight, 2008, coming in at number 8. Number 7, Toy Story 4 in 2019. I actually remember seeing that in Ocean City with Christine, and she cried like crazy. That was when he went off to college, isn't it?
Oh, that was a good one.
Minions, number 6. So some of the kid movies. Number 5, Furious 7. I guess that's one of the Fast and Furious. I've never seen any of those movies.
No.
Fast and Furious?
Yeah,
No.
I've never seen any of them.
Me neither.
Number 4, The Avengers in 2012. Number 3, Jurassic World, 2015. Number 2, The Lion King live action in 2019.
Live action?
Yeah, did they do it with actors? Is that what it was?
I'm not.
I don't even remember that.
It sounds like it.
And number 1 is Avengers Endgame in 2019.
Nice.
With a massive 2.7 billion. They did give me other culturally iconic summer blockbusters. These are some good ones in here that really do remind me of summer. Jaws, 1975. Star Wars, A New Hope, 1977. E.T., 1982. Independence Day, 1996. The Dark Knight Rises in 2012. And Guardians of the Galaxy in 2014. So thank you, ChatGPT, for a wonderful list today.
Love the lists. Thanks. Thanks, Chat.
Chat's rocking.
Great list.
Pepper. Do you want to get emails there, Mike? We're running out of time here.
Sure. But
Let me
before
do our
get the sponsor up. Go ahead.
Oops. I didn't hit the screen. Ha.
Yes. What a place.
Looking for a great place for the family this summer? No, Action Park.
It was not a place for the family.
Wildest, wettest family rides in the world, just minutes away.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I decided to look real quick. I actually pulled up the trailer for Class Action Park. You want to see that real quick?
Go ahead.
Which, if you haven't seen, you really should. It was great.
There's nothing in the world like Action Park.
The story of Action Park is a true crime story.
As you entered the park, you saw this thing.
Look at that.
And you're like, this is real. The engineering behind this, if there was any engineering, was just nuts.
Build it higher, make it faster. People control the action.
Combine that with liquor and anything goes.
There were no rules. For a lot of kids, that was heaven. And if you couldn't swim well, yikes.
I don't think you can understand a place like Action Park if you don't understand the kind of minds that build it.
A lot of people wish they could ignore rules. Gene actually did that.
Nobody would give him insurance, so he created his own insurance company and then insured himself.
Brilliant.
It did bring sometimes a criminal element.
I don't know how many people died at Action Park, but it wasn't just one person.
Electrocuted,
Decapitated,
fractured vertebrae, impaled on the pole, had a heart attack. Nobody should ever be the second person to die in a wave pool. Close the wave pool.
That was a very good documentary. You haven't seen it. We talked about it on the show a while ago. It is on Max, HBO Max.
Check it out.
So anyway, Action Park is our sponsor for this
Well,
week's
let's get right to the emails because our sponsors paid for it. Let's see what we got. Up just one because everyone sucks. But I will say that it makes me wonder how many people actually listened to last week's episode since I called everybody out. And if they did, they just don't give a shit what I have to say.
You know what's nice on YouTube?
You can see.
We can see how many people.
I think it was 50.
We actually had a very good
54
inaugural.
Yeah.
50 was the one 2 weeks ago. This week was only 30, but they do build over weeks.
Okay.
So.
But if we're gonna have one email, and no offense to Andrew Shaw, who I think has been fantastic in emails,
He's amazing.
He took a week off. He's on vacation in Cape Cod. Enjoy, Andy, and happy birthday, Eli, who turned 19 yesterday.
Happy birthday, Eli.
But this one, very excited to see. Of course, haven't read it. Is from the almighty Sumu, Christian Barclay.
I've been thinking that he hasn't emailed in a while, but I know he listens all the time.
He did send it this morning, and he was all over the Discord today too, which is great. Great to see.
We've been playing video games together a lot lately.
Yeah, the dorks. Yeah.
You know what though? Actually, I think DenBob would like this video game. It's Dune.
I would like it.
Yeah.
It's Dune. We're in Dune. We're in the desert of Dune.
Watch out for those worms, man.
And the worms fucking eat you, and will eat your fucking buggy and you, and take all your shit. They're really annoying.
I bet.
Anyway.
Is Frazier? Is he too busy having his balls licked to play with you?
He is. He is not in the Dune.
So if I play this Dune
world.
game, like, can I just hang out with you guys, or do I have to have like reflexes?
Watch out for the worms.
No, you can just hang out. You can build a house, and we'll get you some materials to build a house with.
Sounds awesome.
All right, I'll do that.
You could make pens.
And you could make pens. We'll send you out to get eaten by the worm. We'll use you to distract the worm, so we can go do what we need to do in the sand.
Oh, my apologies, by the way. We have 2 emails.
Oh,
my apologies.
Glad we talked about Dune.
My apologies. We'll go to the other one first. But do you think every time Rebecca looks at her boss or boss's boss, whoever that was now, all she sees is him licking Frazier's balls? Like, that's got to be difficult at work, no?
Very difficult.
Yeah. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck with that, Rebecca.
Rebecca's son has the prom today. I hope it all goes well.
We have graduation tonight.
F the prom. The hell did she take a day off for? What the hell's she doing? All right, anyway. All right, so the loyalist of listeners, Mike O'Donoghue, did send us an email last Friday. I guess probably while listening to this on YouTube. The subject is logo.
Oh.
What did we talk about?
It's actually not for the show.
Oh.
I asked him for a logo. Because on YouTube you can make a like a screen.
Okay, well,
like
you didn't.
Image that pops up.
It doesn't look like you opened this email, so you could have edited
I did.
Right?
I opened it online. It's actually up. And,
does this work, Gary, or does it need to be in an actual format?
Yep.
All right, it looks good. I won't tell everybody what it looks like. We'll wait for it to
I
be.
messaged him and said it's
excellent.
Yeah, you'll see YouTube. So when you look, you have like a landing page.
Yeah, very good.
Have a new image.
I just wanted to make sure
I'm
our sponsors got every email that was sent. They're responsible for it. So
I'm putting in a lot of different images that are Gar Nation related.
Very good. All right, so back to Mr. Barclay. The subject is stop trying to super our football. I think I like where this is going. Hey up, Garfellas. Hope you're all well. Big F Spotify, indeed, first to say it today. I miss getting to podcast from my round, but the bonus is I get to see your lovely faces. So DenBob, is pickleball the same as paddle? Paddle is blowing up over here. Maybe they're calling pickleball paddle in England?
Ask Pepper what paddle is.
That paddle is more like big racquetball. I believe in paddle you can hit it off fences.
Yeah, I thought paddleball to me is off of a wall.
But he's not calling it paddle ball. He's calling it paddle.
I know. He only said paddle. I know.
When I was in Florida, I played golf with a guy who said he played paddle.
I'm looking it up. Paddle courts. Here we go. Here it is. Discover everything about paddle. What is British paddle? Paddle tennis is a sport that's like a mishmash of other racket sports, most notably tennis or squash. Paddle tennis is played in a court laid out like a tennis court with a net in the middle. Oh, but there are walls at each end of the court and often on the sides. That sounds wild.
Yep.
I'm intrigued by paddle. By the way, as we were coming on air, Boomer and Geo ended on CBS Sports, and professional pickleball came on.
Oh.
One day we'll see DenBob up there.
Nah, I'm getting outmatched. I think I've peaked.
All right. I didn't start playing yet. All right, here we go.
Frustrating.
Paddle is blowing up over here, and I hope my double ACL won't prevent me diving in. Listen, you need your legs to do your job, Christian. You can't risk it, man. Unless, although, would you be allowed to be a postie in like a motorized wheelchair?
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, that's a reasonable accommodation.
I think so.
don't see why not.
Yeah.
Can't discriminate.
Right. Hope your lovely wife is okay after Elon tried to Hillary her. Good point. Very good point. And, I hope you.
Oh, by the way, we should never speak of that again. I was in the dog.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine the beating you got.
It was so bad. She was so mad at me for bringing it up and then showing the video.
You should have.
I knew it was so sensitive that I didn't even tell Christine that we spoke about it and that the incident happened because I didn't want her to accidentally tell her.
Oh wow.
Oh, Gary told me that they talked about this in the GarCast or something.
I told every.
So I didn't even tell her.
I told everybody I know. So
thank you, Gar.
Here comes the part that I think refers back to his subject of stop trying to super our football. Because we're hosting the Club World Cup right now. I know you guys probably aren't watching it.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
It's club teams from around the world who somehow qualified for this tournament, and they're playing each other. And some of it's
Neil
good,
was talking about
some
it
of it's
on,
bad, and nobody really goes to any of the games except like a couple.
Oh, dude, my company was giving tickets away, basically.
Hello?
Crazy.
Hello? I would have taken them.
You would go. You could probably buy them for $2 anyway.
I like things that are free.
Yeah, $2.
If you get anything, because they're going to have the playoff rounds are coming up, let me know.
Okay.
So you host a bloated FIFA dick-swinging football tournament, and we get individual player walkouts and crazy techno music during the water breaks. It is true. You know how in Premier League the teams come out with children and the teams walk out together? They did totally try to Americanize this, and I think they've changed it. So the first game I watched, it took like 15 minutes to start the game because they introduced each starter individually and let him walk out of the tunnel to the middle of the field and then did the next one. Yeah.
Come on.
They seem to have changed it slightly where they're now introducing them individually but doing it faster. Like not waiting for him to get to the middle of the field, but it's still awful.
Jeez,
it's dumb.
Louise.
Please stop trying to appeal to the TikTok generation and let us boring old sods enjoy our kickball. Hope the Gar Nation are well and have an amazing weekend. Excellent email, Christian. Thank you.
Thank you, Christian.
Sent from the abyss. That's what he wrote. Or is that just an automatic thing from his phone? I don't know. That was weird. Is that a gamer geek term? Sent from the abyss?
I don't think so.
Good man. Great email. Thank you, sir.
I mean, I guess what they're trying to do here is kind of build up some support to get people excited about the game, and just, again, they keep missing.
Yeah, this isn't a new tournament. It's newish. It's been around. This isn't the first one, I mean. But I think they gave it to the U.S. to host the year before the regular World Cup to kind of...
Yeah, just give us a test run.
Like John the Baptist and Jesus.
I think Neil said on the Seals podcast that it started off. I think it was just like the Africa champion versus the European champion, and they've broadened it out now to be like the whole world.
Yeah, I mean, there's a team from New Zealand that's like qualified from New Zealand. They're like a semi-pro team. They're awful. I don't know. They had given up 16 goals and scored 0, but somehow the other night they tied somebody 1-1.
And Miami's playing, I guess, right? So they could have
Messi's running around.
Messi playing.
Yeah.
Are they out yet?
No, they're doing well actually.
Really? Can't imagine an American club will do too well.
They put them in,
like you said, maybe there's some pretty bad clubs out there to start.
Yeah, the next round they'll probably get destroyed. Although, like the European teams don't seem too into it because for them their seasons just ended.
I know. They start in August.
Right, so
it's not much of a break.
They did bring all their good players, but I don't know, they're not too into it. Like the South American teams are killing it because they're in the middle of their season.
Yeah.
So it's something to watch. It's better than watching them. Better than watching them.
When's Ronaldo coming to play in the MLS? Pretty soon, I would guess. Is he still playing?
He makes a gazillions of dollars in Saudi Arabia.
You know, someone will pay him a gazillion here.
Not as much as those people could pay.
No.
No.
All right.
No chance, man. They got.
Why didn't Messi go there?
I think because he got Apple money. So maybe that is a good point. Ronaldo could like his deal.
Yeah, from the advertising.
Yeah, his deal coming to the MLS was tied to Apple taking over all the broadcast rights of MLS. So it's like all there's all some.
Oh, okay.
Apple's involved. That's all I gotta say.
Remember when Ronaldo was doing commercials for Altice?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That was pretty cool.
That was great. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the end of our emails. Thanks to Mike and Christian. And I hope Guar's okay. He's been very quiet, which means he's probably entrenched in the lab.
He probably is deep in.
He's very quiet, not playing coffee golf.
Rebecca's trying.
She's getting better.
She is. I'm glad she's sticking with it. DenBob, you got to get in there. I don't know what you've been doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have time for another.
You sit on the train. You do it in 2 seconds. Beep, 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 beep. Maybe Pepper could play it for you.
Ooh. That would be an integration I'd like.
She'd be really good. She'd be really good.
All right. Well, that must be a show. Thank you. Next week's 4th of July week.
Oh yeah.
I have a day off on Friday, right? Friday is the July 4th holiday.
It is. It is. Oh, and before the next show, we will have Ryan Redmond's 19th birthday.
Excellent. Happy birthday, almost.
Wait, and Eli is Eli 19 or 20? I may have messed that up. I thought he was a year older than Ryan. Eli, if I said the wrong date you are, but your birthday was yesterday, however old you are.
Either way.
Yeah, Ryan's birthday. July 1st. Yep.
Okay. And we got a high school graduation tonight, the last one. It looks like the weather is going to hold out.
Oh, best tomorrow.
Be good. So, yeah. She decorated, they can do their caps now, so she made it Ohio State with all this bling. It looks really good. I'll take a picture of it.
Oh, please.
Get it up on the Discord.
Send it to Rebecca. She'll love it.
Yes, the girls do fun stuff. The boys, we just go.
You just go.
Yeah, I got to go tonight, too. My niece is graduating from Northport.
Congratulations. Watch out. That's where the Fight Club is from.
Yeah.
Careful over there.
Yeah.
Wait, is Rebecca going to be there? Or her kids don't go there? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, wait, tonight's Thursday. Tomorrow.
Prom is tonight.
And yes, Rebecca will be there. Tonight's the prom. I'm not going to those festivities.
Gotcha. All right.
Our rain date for graduation is tomorrow.
I will say the prom and the graduation today got very lucky. Like, even proms in this heat would have been freaking awful. Oof.
Ugh. Yeah. It's good news for the girls, at least, so.
And,
all right, well, until next time, be Gar-rific.
Gar out.
Have a great day.
Later, boys.
Peace.
I pledge allegiance to the family of the United GarCast of the Discord, and to the Montana commune that we will all meet up at when humanity finally craps the bed. One Gar Nation, under God, or thoughts, with a vow to be excellent to one another, and to always follow that one simple rule: don't be a dick. Gar pluribus unum.